Hello, y'all. I'm Pluto the Fool, and happy 9th anniversary to Undertale. This newsletter, I think, came out like yesterday, but I didn't find out until today, and today's the anniversary. So, I don't know what else to do, so I'm just gonna read through uh, the newsletter. That's what we're doing today. Happy 9th anniversary to Undertale. That means that it's been 9 years since the 8th anniversary and 99 years since the game came out. Here's to another bunch of 9s years. What does Sans think about the number 9? And then they're making a little 9 there, that's cute. I'm not doing voices for... I did read this earlier before deciding to actually record. But I'm not doing voices because it's too much. I can't do the voices. I'm sorry. 9's okay, but I kind of feel bad for how it ended up. You know, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, at least that's what the theorists are saying. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe that 7, 8, 9. 7 is supposed to be the cool number. Why would they ever do? They would never do that. It's just a pun, Papyrus. 7, 8, 9, like the real number series. Ah, I see. A pun. That explains my bizarre lack of amusement. Well, what about the counterpun? 5, 6, 7. If 7 is some kind of cool dog or wolf, and 5, 6, 7 on 9, wouldn't that mean 5 is the real culprit? An irresponsible dog owner? And that 7 was just a misled anti-hero? This whole bit is so fucking stupid. If 7 loved 5, maybe they were just doing what they felt like they had to? No, 7 was weak. Duty is no reason to harm another. Numbers are stupid, I'll wreck them all. Get out of here, math. I like numbers. Don't worry, I'll leave 0 and 1. That way you can do all the nerd stuff. That way you could still do nerd stuff. I cannot fucking read today. I did translate this. This one just says Sans, and I could not find a translation for this. I don't know what this says. So, let's step back a sec. If 7 is a misled anti-hero, is -7 a villain who thinks he's good? I'm reading this. I'm reading, like, these two parts, and I'm just thinking how many fucking Beltran theorists are going to take that as, like, deep lore, because everything is deep lore, but just, we're moving on. No, you're starting with the wrong premise. We need to go from the motivation. Count. So, -9, -8, -7. So this time -9, -8, -7. So they spit them out. Well, if eating makes food go away, perhaps negative eating is cooking. After all, making food and eating food add up to nothing. Not in my brother's case. Eating any food seems to generate hamburger wrappers and peanut shells. Okay, so for it to be the opposite of eating, negative eating is cooking. That also deletes trash. Maybe the trash is the thing getting cooked. That use it up. Cooking disgusting garbage. It's just like when my brother makes food. So, following this formula, -7 is Papyrus, who had Sans, -9, cook for him. What? I'm the villain? This is another thing that people are going to use as fucking deep lore and evidence, because nothing can just be a bit. Mark my fucking words, at least one person is going to take this panel in particular, Papyrus saying, what, I'm the villain, and use it as evidence for something. Mark my words, it is going to happen. Anyway, maybe you seem like an enemy, but you're actually a good guy. What? Why would I ever be an enemy? This was a very weird potluck. By the by, does anyone else want a 9th serving of escargot sort of in the shape of a 9? Does anyone want a first serving of vegetarian stargazy pie? Please don't eat the spaghetti, it's still congealing, and it seems normal to me. Very funny. And then there's the kitchen set, which is pretty good. I'm not gonna play the video here, but it looks really cute. I like the little oven mitt. And there's Sans cup, dog mug, apron, papyrus plate, and Toriel bowl. I asked for this. You can get your own weird yet cute Toriel to use as an oven mitt. She's a bit flat, but apparently stuffing her snout with more fluff would have increased her flammability. Feel free to use her as a puppet. Actually, that might be your best use. Seriously, we looked at another company's character head as an oven mitt product, and it actually isn't legally an oven mitt, you know, because it's too flammable. Also, I know I keep mentioning, I'm sorry, I'm going to mention this for every single thing that I know is going to be used as evidence for something. This is also, oh, damn. This is also going to be used as something. Feel free to use her as a puppet and people are going to be like, see guys, it explains everything. Deep fucking lore. Sorry, completely unrelated to this, I'm sorry, I have a can of Dr. Pepper on my desk, and there's just a random fucking K on it, and I didn't notice. It's not spelling anything, there's just a random K there. That's... okay. Dog mug. The dog. Dog mug. Doug. The dog absorbs the beverage. That's right. Fill the mug with milk or another opaque liquid, drink it, and reveal the dog sitting inside. This was another request for me. I had a similar cup as a child. It had some sort of creature at the bottom, and you wouldn't get to see it until you drank almost everything. Try serving hot chocolate or something to people that have never seen it before, or use the hidden dog as a motivator to get someone to drink some terrible medicine. Since it's not clear if the dog has any concept of good and evil, it is unaware of the effects caused when it is used in this way. Alternately, you can fill it with one of those chocolate cakes that's supposed to look like dirt and excavate the dog with small spoons. Then you can bury it again. What the fuck does that say? Oh! Silken spaghetti finely aged in an oaken cask, then cooked by me, Master Chef Papyrus. With this plate, you can imagine you're a customer at the exclusive Papyrus Collaboration Cafe. I'm not sure if the food would actually taste good. Sans. Certain parts are transparent, so different liquids turn his eye different colors. As a result, if you make anything other than blue lemonade, he's basically going to turn into an AU version of Sans. Please be responsible. Bowl. It's the perfect dish to make your favorite dessert. Reader, you know what I'm talking about. Butterscotch pie. It would be so delicious. Won't you make some for us? I've actually always wanted to try what butterscotch pie tastes like. I've always, like, ever since I played Undertale, I always wondered what that would taste like. Because I like butterscotch. It tastes pretty good. So butterscotch pie might be good. What a cute apron. It's easy to see what's appealing about it. Huh? What'd you say, reader? Yeah, it looks like the Triforce. I guess I should have expected that from a lower tier subscriber. Coming later? Oh my god, you get their heads. Salt and pepper shakers. SMP. Naming wise, it's kind of perfect, yeah. And notice how it's SMP, like salt and pepper for Sans and Papyrus, and there's no G, like guest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to make the joke, guys. I'm sorry. Anyway, you might already have salt and pepper shakers, so how about using them for other types of powders? For example, a ketchup chip flavoring powder from some Canadian factory, or powdered milk, or bone meal. The list of great ideas goes on. The fucking blush, look at that, that's weird. Deltarune Progress Update, hell yeah. Last time I explained everything left required to release Chapter 3 and 4. If you missed it, the information is here. By the way, regarding testing 1 and 2 with the new Game Maker function, we are waiting on the Game Maker team to help out with some issues we've been having. It will take a little longer, but when things are ready, we'll let everyone know on the official Undertale Twitter. It's only been a month, I'm writing this September 3rd, but let's quickly review what has been done in that time. What the fuck is that? What is that? Excuse me? Oh. Hold on. I don't know if the recording thing I'm using picks up the title up here, but this is called Chapter 3 Intro Area, which is very interesting. As mentioned before, Chapter 3's main content was completed a while ago. Chapter 3's Japanese translation is currently in the checking phase. 8.4, the localization company, is going through the game carefully to determine that all of the lines display correctly in Japanese. This process should be completed by the beginning of October. We are hoping to begin professional testing of the PC version in mid-October. Nice. Chapter 4. This is Chapter 4. It says Chapter 4 Flashlight. Holy shit, that's cool. And this doesn't look like art. This looks like a screenshot, the way that everything's cropped. So. Well, I mean, it does look like, you know what I mean. Come on. We met our internal deadline to complete Chapter 3 and 4's main content, which was September 1st. With that, Chapter 4's PC version is essentially complete, minus some bug fixes and minus some bug fixes and the Japanese localization. Jesus. A preliminary pass of Chapter 4's translation is now being worked on. I expect this first pass will be finished at the time we sent out a preliminary pass of Chapter 4's translation is now being worked on. I expect this first pass will be finished at the time we send out the next newsletter. After that would come additional passes, then the checking, like Chapter 3 is undergoing now. By the way, some more people were able to play Chapter 4. I've seen people play it 6 times now. Everyone liked it. Watching it now, it feels really complete. And Chapter 5, what's this? Balloons. Anyone not working on localization, console porting, or fixes is now working on Chapter 5. This will be the main focus for us moving forward. Really excited to see this chapter get made. Regarding Chapter 3 and 4's development, I have personally completed everything I can actively do for it. Now all I can do is wait for localization and testing. Getting to this point, and then having to wait, it feels like I'm strapped to a chair with delicious food just out of my reach. But they exist. Chapter 3 and 4 are real. Now it's just a matter of time. Climbing cup. Doesn't say if this cup is in Chapter 3 or 4 yet. I kind of thought that this was going to be just for the newsletter. I thought it was just a little thing he made for it, but no, it seems that it's actually going to be in a chapter. Cool. Chapter 2 concept art and unused music. Although it's technically Undertale's anniversary, I consider this day to be a celebration of Deltarune as well. Sorry guys, you have to share a birthday party this year. Since it's been a while since Chapter 2's release, please allow me to share some materials from its development. I hope you enjoy. And let's go. I love looking at concept art, so let's go. very early mouse. Most NPCs will be mass face electric socket, comes out of the wall socket. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's gore. This gore my comfort character. Will self-handle socket grotesquely. One is handsome, possibly NPC, or has spear. Light switch bird. Glows depending on if lights. Fantasy. Appears in the background. Boring design. Could maybe be an NPC. Plug guy. This design sucks. Plug core. Like Manticore. But plug. You can't see. He can't see blank. He just uses his satellite eyes to watch TV inside of his brain all the time. This is one of the first images I drew while brainstorming concepts for the chapter. From the beginning I knew I wanted to have enemies with electric sockets for faces. This idea is so good that the new Mario and Luigi game is also doing it. These are just sketches and not real designs, so none of them got used. I really like the plug guy drawing. Ooh, Mad Mailer. T center line rotates. These ideas precede Virokun and Spamton and Mouse. Ultimately, they were not used because their existence conflicted with those characters. Seems like Mad Mailer's tie would have been prehensile. Not sure what the top thing's supposed to be. A Kirby enemy? Like this? This thing? I like this guy. Mad Mailer. He looks cool. Buzz Knight. Oh god. Loves peace and quiet, but is really noisy. Cooling things. Flying. Small 4-pronged wheel attacks large 4-pronged wheel. Cool. Repels flame attacks, all having hands. Flying enemy character and fly by computer pay. It's kind of cramped in here, but pick what you like. Oh. This was created before Chapter 1. The character is merely a placeholder concept and not intended to be an actual character, just an example of how we would use the shop's visual real estate to have a cool character. This ended up being used for rules in Chapter 1. Maybe the shopkeeper could be some sort of cool cyber robot. I never designed his body or thought anything past this. I want to see someone make a cool design out of this head. Someone do that right now. Oh, Queen. Holy shit, these are cool. Yeah, so, Deltarune AU people, you guys got, you guys got your new, designs to use. I don't know if that's showing up, but my friend is playing something. I'll probably just black that out in post if that actually shows up on screen. Xenomorph. Also the creepy. This kind of reminds me of like White Diamond, like this one in particular. I don't know if my mouse actually shows up on recording actually now that I think about it. But yeah, this looks like an undertale design. I just designed the Punch mascot. This absolutely looks like an undertale design, like all of these. Holy shit. Like maybe use like this one, the green ones over here, so that it's not all just red like every undertale design is. It took me a very long time to figure out Queen's design. I wanted her to be intimidating and cool. Inspirations included Hexadecimal from Reboot, the Alien Queen from Alien, Power Ranger Bad Guys, and Rose Master from Cucumber Quest. I wanted her head shape to be unique so it wouldn't overlap with those other existing characters too much, but it was difficult. As you will see of various people, I am the best. Do not mess with women that have rainbow eyes. Gets rainbow eyes. Error. Damn, not found. Cannot give it. There was a pathfinding error involving the part that makes me care. My fashion sense increases in proportion to my power. I'm everybody's ex-wife. I'm just reading all of these. This is a lot. I guess these are just... Yeah, after I began writing her dialogue, she shifted into being a more humorous character. I decided to reflect this in her design. Okay. Realizing simple might be best. Initially, I was trying to draw her sprite with her head facing straight on, but I felt it was ultimately lacking in personality. Here are some last-ditch attempts at a different head shape. I thought a handkerchief-like head shape with giant hoop earrings would make her seem more like a crazy aunt / crazy mom type character. I still don't dislike it. In the end, though, simple is best and easiest to draw. Nothing fixed computer virus error than a small imp or devil creature. Creation with trial and error. I actually really like this design in the middle there. That's kind of cute. Originally, the cars would have been fightable, I still like the poses. By the way, the car with legs is inspired by a default 3D model, but... Damn. From Mario Artist Polygon Studio. There's our light beams from its headlights. Bullets could be hoops you can only go in the middle of, like above or just... He loved to go fast, his eyes are secretly a camera, you could pose for the camera or slow him down or outrace him. Tusk. Originally Task was going to be called Tusks and be a lion, you know, Tusk. It would have been controlled by a lion tamer, Task, who eventually became Task Manager. That's why she has a whip. See, there's a good reason for it. I like the details of their tail being a pointer, which turns into an hourglass when they get overwhelmed. The idea of petting something so much it gets overstimulated comes from a childhood memory of mine. We went over to my cousin's house, and they had an Ivo robot dog toy. Me and my brothers all pet it at the same time, and my cousin was like, "Stop, you're killing it." That was a nice memory. You know, I'm kind of glad that they stuck with this. The one where it just stays on the ceiling, instead of this. Fucking test sprites in there, I love that. The wiggle. The wiggle. The wiggle. Chris ready to be thrown. Details on how the plug enemy works. Originally I imagined Queen controlling various characters using plugs, as seen in some of the very early concept art. However, I ended up restricting this idea to mostly one character. I wasn't sure if the wire should attach to the top of the screen or shrink into a node. I reused the wireless idea with wear-away wire. Am I allowed to be proud of this design? Lol. NPCs / pre-existing character sprite concepts. Keyboard key, Newbert. Love that. Addison, another day, another deal. Every day's a great deal. All for the low price of 1,000 kromer or dollars. Pretty tort. Swatch again. Various muscular bodies in the background but can't see heads for some reason, or maybe they're just big buff swatches but with only one color each. Swatchling only has one attack, color determines the attack, maybe sparing also has something to do with color. Aristocrat area, new birds moving up in the world. I do not like this design. This scares me. Table full of these yes men guys. I am Mouse Million. I stand leagues and inches above all the other mice. Only Newbert remains yet above me still. Various NPCs, most of them were directly included in the chapter. The Addison's designs were created in relation to Spamton, so in the end the endgame versions look even more similar than this concept art. Printer was not used, but his sprite and dialogue were created, as well as a printer-based song that he could play. I just thought there's too many NPCs already. Actual banger, honestly. Swatch's initial art, what was going on there? By the way, I'm pretty sure his overworld sprite was based off of my concept art. Instead of GG's redrawn version, that's why it looked a bit off in the cafe. Did I really just draw all this stuff directly without any sketches? That's how I draw, honestly. I don't draw sketches, I just skip that part, you know? Oh hey, it's that fucking bird that I hate. Trust drew the original concept for Birdley's Dark World outfit, so there it is in the top left. Here. She drew the original sprite too. I simplified it slightly by removing the cape. That sad Birdley in the bottom left is so good. Gets defeated like Mario. Why did they censor Mario? I have an idea on what the censored shit could actually be now. Holy shit, wait. I'll come back to this later. Sad, mad, possibly with head down more. Oh, I'm shocked. The babies, I love them. Look at Rosie. Oh yeah, the greatest, like, 2 frames to ever be added to Deltarune, Birdley getting strangled. I know he's getting, like... Okay, this is like a weird argument on Twitter for a while, that like, oh, Birdley wasn't actually getting strangled, Noelle was just grabbing him by the chest. Have you considered that it's funny? Have you considered that it's funny to say that he was being actually strangled there? Because I think it being funny is actually more important than the truth. Don't quote me on that, please. Please do not quote me on that. That was a joke. I said that in jest. Do not take that seriously. Anyway, yeah, cool intro sprite with the eye. The eye was in the concept art. So cool. And then the dogs. They ran out of prisoner hats and had to wear berets. Nice. It seems he thought crime was just a game. Remorseless, chances of rehabilitation are slim. Victoria. Ignore. Fits with the palette of area, and then flow. Splat noise when he gets stepped on. Poor Rosie. My friend Samanthuel, aka Splendid Land, did a lot of concept art for Chapter 2. Sadly, I couldn't use all of it because many of the game's concept didn't end up aligning with my final version for the game, but the designs themselves are super amazing. I'm thankful I got to use any of them. Specifically, I really wanted to use the paint enemy as a mini-boss, since I thought it would be a really fun mechanic. Below were her notes on all of them. She also provided ideas on how she thought they could be used. Hey. Yeah. Look at it. Snooping as usual, I see. Chasing after criminals. You. And then pop up. Tell me the funny numbers on your mom's credit card to get a puzzle. Despite my appearance, I am totally incapable of saving your game. And then the cursor guy. I don't know what these three are, but these three actually look pretty cool. I like them. I was given the broad theme of cyber world and told... Oh, this is the other one. I was given the broad theme of cyber world and told to pretty much just design whatever I wanted, expecting only a handful to actually make it in. I made all of these within a couple days, just making whatever came to my mind. Hacker guy, I don't know what their name is, wants to discover the secrets of the world and has special abilities, though they aren't aware of them. Hacks by randomly smashing keys and even swinging their mouse around in the air could keep escalating in silly ways. Handsome face. When they stand over a spot that could be hacked into, the cursor-shaped head turns into a pointing finger. They don't notice this change, so it's up to you, the player, to help them. That actually would have been a cool mechanic. Hehe. Funny egg, their body contains a virtual pet. Can the fate of this pet be altered? Maybe not. Has an existential crisis if the pet dies, as their body is the battleground of life and death. Broken image, their life is in ruins. A recycling bin. Oh hey, that's the Spamton colors, just noticed that. Interesting. Trash fly represents uncollected garbage data in Kiss Kiss. Painter would basically be like Adeline, but with crude MS Paint effects, basically the airbrush. I like this design too, it's cool. Diskette spins in place until talked to. I keep having to zoom everything to the middle of the screen because I don't know if it actually captures the bottom. Because when I was testing the recording, there was just a black bar at the bottom with nothing in it, so I don't know if that's a weird bug with my recording. But Diskette spins in place until talked to. Despite my looks, I'm totally unable to save for progress. Some kind of internet thing, I don't know. Data, little icon-like creatures who march onwards with an unknown purpose. They take part in the festival. Ooh. Also, this design is cool as fuck. I like it. Pop-up hides underneath a tile and springs upwards annoyingly. Touching its forehead makes it return underground temporarily. A pest. Virus. Its head sways back and forth as it tries to hover in the air. This is sick as fuck. I love it. Antivirus. Is it a cop or a doctor? Maybe it's you as an enemy as you're an outsider. Corrupted data or something. Cyberworld, a rough version of what a world inside a computer would look like, and Cyber House. Masked dancers, they participate in the festival. Each color has a different movement pattern and dance style, very rough concept. I feel like I recognize these masks things, and I think they are a computer thing. I don't remember what they're called though. Or if I'm remembering like an actual thing. Concept art of Birdley's armor designs in the Dark World by Chess. That Noelle is really cute also. Headset. 2 pockets. Provided an option for his Dark World outfit to just be him with an extra shirt pocket. I think that's what he deserves, honestly. And then Tammy's art. Sick as fuck. Tammy's concept art of Queen's chair. You can see a weird old head here as well. There, that's a good chunk of the most interesting concept art. Perhaps in the future I can show you the musty leftovers that aren't included here. Thanks for looking. I don't think there's any like hidden text, so there's a lot of weird gaps. I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, before I forgot about it, the thing that I was going to mention earlier that I was going to go back to, here, because it said gets defeated like Mario, but Mario is censored, and so I'm thinking that maybe, just maybe, the weird redacted text that shows up sometimes, yeah, maybe, because there's a lot of weird redacted text in here, and there was also redacted text, I think the Undertale concept art thing, and I think that maybe, maybe it's not that these are just secret things that he's hiding, to surprise us with later. Maybe it's just copyrighted? Because it's never shit on his Twitter. I don't think so anyway. But I think it's only been in things that are in like books or official things. So maybe it's just that he can't use copyrighted stuff. So he has to censor it out. Smarter people than me can probably confirm or deny that. I don't fucking know. Unused music, hell yeah. Anyway, conclusion. Thank you very much to everyone still reading these letters. These letters are happy to still be read. Are you still reading them? Here's a letter. It's not this letter, but you can still read it. But did it make you happy to read it? See you this year and next year. Bye-bye. And then a little cake. I'm like automatically opening a lot of these images to see what they're called because of Jaru, because Jaru does that. So, and what's this? Oh, my best friend's favorite number is 9. It's because there isn't a number that's higher. 9, 99, 999, 9999. If everything gets high enough, you become invincible. Nothing can hurt you anymore. Nothing can hurt anyone anymore. But isn't it scary to think there's a highest number? That if you made 99 good memories, you couldn't hold anymore? So I don't like to keep count of the flowers we pick, or the times that they laugh, or how many scary faces they make. I just hope we'll be friends for 999 more years. Interesting. It's pretty nice though. It sounds nice. And I'm sure I know what this is going to be used for, so. Anyway, yeah, that's the whole thing. I don't really have anything else to say. It was really cool. It's nice to see the little intro part for Chapter 3 here, even if it's just an image. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. Happy birthday, Undertale. Thanks for changing my life and all that. Yeah, that's it. Bye. Bye, all.